An industrial society is one in which technologies of mass production are used to make vast amounts of goods in factories and in which this is dominant mode of production and organizer of social life.
Historically speaking, many societies in the West, including the United States, became industrial societies following the Industrial Revolution that swept through Europe and then the United States from the late 1700s on.
The transition from mere agrarian or trade-based pre-industrial societies to industrial societies and its many political, economic, and social implications became the focus of early social science and motivated the research of the founding thinkers of sociology, including Karl Marx, Emil Durkheim, and Max Weber, among others.
To urban centers where the factory jobs were, as farms themselves needed fewer laborers. Farms too eventually will become industrialized using mechanical planters and combined harvesters to do work for multiple people.
Studying industrial societies of Europe and Britain, Marx found they featured hierarchies of power that correlated with what role a person played in the process of production, or class status, worker versus owner, and that political decisions were made by the ruling class to preserve their economic interest within the system.
Durkheim was interested in how people play different roles and fulfill different purposes in a complex industrial society, which he and others referred to as division of labor.
Among other things, Weber's theory and research focus on how the combination of technology and economic order that characterized industrial societies ultimately became the key organizers of society and social life, and that this limited free and creative thinking and the individual's choices and actions. He referred to this phenomenon as the iron cage.
Taking all of these theories into account, sociologists believe that in industrial societies, all other aspects of society, like education, politics, media, and law, among others, work to support the production goals of that society. In capitalist context, they also work to support profit goals of industries of that society.
In most cases, the objective of an industrial economy is the mass production of goods, which is the fast and efficient manufacturing of standardized products. For example, if you've ever purchased a car, there is a high like likelihood that your car was mass produced because it operates similarly to other models, and its parts can be replaced with other parts because they are identical.
A true industrial society not only features mass factory production but also has a particular social structure designed to support such operations. Such a society is typically organized hierarchically by class and features a rigid division of labor among workers and factory owners.
The economy in industry-based wherein the society is divided into a number of classes, for example, the capitalists, the workers, and the petty shopkeepers.
There is emergence of a number of professional and technical jobs requiring special knowledge and training and rapid means of transport and a wide network of communications has been developed.
The system of production, distribution, and exchange is different in which it is based on use of mechanical power, large-scale production of goods, and use of new technology in the system of production is the most important feature of an industrial society.
China has become a significant industrial society, now even referred to as the world's factory, because so much of the global economy's industrial production takes place there. The society refused to take advice from Western economists, unlike what Russia did in the 1990s, and instead took a very humble, gradualist, experimental approach with its economic reforms.
They aim to approach the following. Number 1. To maintain political stability at all costs. Number 2. Focus on the grassroots, bottom-up reforms starting in agriculture instead of in the financial sector. Number 3. Promote rural industries despite their primitive technologies. Number 4. Use manufactured goods instead of only natural resources to exchange for machinery. Number 5. Provide enormous government support for infrastructure build-up. Number 6. Follow a dual-track system of government or private ownership. And number 7. Move up in the industrial ladder from light to heavy industries, from labor to capital-intensive production, from manufacturing to financial capitalism, and from a high-saving state to a consumeristic welfare state.
The United States and many other Western nations can now be considered post-industrial societies where services, production of intangible goods, and consumption fuel the economy. The United States is no longer an industrial society. Americans who were born in the 1840s and 1850s will experience enormous changes in their lifetimes.
Some of these changes resulted from a sweeping technological revolution. Their major source of light, for example, would change from candles to kerosene lamp and then to electric light bulbs. The globalization of capitalist economy that was played out from the 1970s and meant that most factory production that was previously located in the United States was moved overseas.